Introducing the future of gaming, the ultimate 5 pounds monitor for 2024. In a world where gaming experiences are constantly evolving, and the PlayStation 5 continues to push the boundaries of immersive gameplay, your monitor should be nothing less than extraordinary. Are you ready to take your gaming adventures to the next level? Look no further. The best monitor for your 5 pounds in 2024 is here. Picture this: crystal clear visuals, lightning-fast response times, and colors that burst to life like never before. It's not just a monitor. It's your gateway to a world of unparalleled gaming excitement. Get ready to elevate your gaming prowess with the ultimate gaming companion tailored exclusively for the PlayStation 5. For more information on the products, I've included links in the description box down below, which are updated for the best prices like the video comment. And don't forget to subscribe now. Let's get started. Number 5. Asus TUF VV28 UCL 1A 144Hz refresh rate, IPS panel tech, HDR support, and HDMI 2.1. What more could you possibly ask for from the new Asus TUF Gaming VG28 UCL 1A as a multi-platform, cutting-edge gaming monitor? Maybe a price that's more affordable than previous panels that have hit similar targets? Hold that thought. Asus' latest monitor masterwork is part of its TUF range of gaming goodies. In other words, not the premium Asus ROG line, several of which already offer a similar core feature set. That bodes well for affordability, at least in relative terms. But what about performance and features? Does anything go missing? In terms of panel size, with the Asus TUF Gaming VG28 UCL 1A, you're actually getting an additional inch compared to the company's earliest 4K gaming monitors. This is a 28-inch model, though Asus will now also do you a 32-inch 144Hz 4K model. Going into this review, the 28-inch diagonal was a bit of a worry. We've seen several 4K IPS non-gaming monitors on our productivity-oriented sister titles, including the Philips 288 E2 UAE and Acer B287K, and all have shared at least slightly underwhelming static image quality in terms of vibrancy and saturation. Anyway, one obvious limitation on the spec sheet is VESA Display GR 400 certification. It's entry-level HDR stuff. If that, and means this panel makes do with a simple monolithic backlight. There's no local dimming of any kind, let alone the latest mini LED shizzle. Asus' claim of 90% coverage of the DCI-P3 digital cinema color space is also indicative of relative limitations. HDR displays with higher levels of certifications tend to cover 95% or more of DCI-P3. Number 4. Corsair Xeneon 32 UHD 144 is a 32-inch, 1440p monitor with an IPS panel. It's Corsair's first monitor, and overall, it's pretty impressive. Marketed mainly as a gaming monitor, it delivers an excellent gaming experience with low input lag and a superb response time, as well as FreeSync support for a nearly tear-free gaming experience. It has impressive colors, with one of the best SDR color gamuts we've ever measured, including complete coverage of the sRGB and Adobe RGB color spaces. Sadly, because of this wide color gamut, most content is oversaturated unless you use the built-in sRGB mode. As expected for an IPS monitor, it has wide viewing angles but low contrast, so it doesn't look its best in a dark room. It's not as feature-packed as some of the competition, though, and the pixel density is a bit low. The Corsair Xeneon 32 QHD 165 is an excellent gaming monitor. It has a fast refresh rate and a superb response time at both the max refresh rate and 60 Hz, as well as exceptional input lag for a responsive gaming experience. Although it lacks HDMI 2.1 inputs, it has a console mode that allows it to accept a 460 Hz signals. Finally, it supports FreeSync variable refresh rates, which helps reduce tearing when gaming. Number 3. BenQ Mobiuz X3210U. With the Mobiuz X3210U, BenQ seems to be throwing the gauntlet down. It's packed with what seems like an excessive amount of features in an attempt to create a monitor that seemingly does everything. On paper, that claim holds to be quite true. It has a 32.4K IPS panel, 144 Hz refresh rate, 1 millisecond response time, AMD FreeSync Premium Pro, and NVIDIA G-Sync compatibility, Display GR600 certification, 2 HDMI 2.1 ports for next-gen consoles, built-in 2.1 speaker system, a built-in microphone, excellent ergonomics, and to top it off, RGB LEDs on the back to help bling out your gaming system even more. BenQ has been making gaming monitors for decades now and are well regarded for their fast panels, but with the Mobiuz range, they are coming out swinging big. Not everything lands as it should, however, but for its price and features, the EX3210U is one heck of a gaming monitor and easily could be a fantastic choice for any setup if you are ready to look past some of its minor shortcomings. Number 2. Acer Predator XB323QK. The Acer Predator XB323QK, $1,199, is a big, beautiful 4K gaming monitor with an equally big price tag. But if you can afford it, this is a great display that's well suited to both work and play. With a 144 Hz refresh rate, a pair of HDMI 2.1 ports, and adaptive sync/G-Sync support, it's equally adept at showcasing games running on a beefy gaming PC. I tested it with the latest Alienware Aurora R13, or your £5/Xbox Series X Plus. It looks good on a desk, with an understated black and chrome aesthetic up front that gives way to an LED lit party in the back. The Acer Predator XB323QK is big and takes up a significant amount of space on your desk, even though its footprint is surprisingly small. But at a glance, you'd be hard-pressed to tell it's a gaming monitor until you turn it on, at which point a rectangular LED light strip on the back lights up with a cool blue glow. You can customize this color or switch it off entirely to suit your tastes. Spin the monitor around and you'll find a chrome Acer Predator logo staring back at you, affixed to a stand that allows you to adjust the height of the display up and down by just over 5 inches. As you might guess, racing, standard, and sports are supposed to be tuned for optimal performance in those sorts of games. I tested all three, and they work well enough, though I could do without the superimposed crosshair in action mode. Luckily, you have some room to modify these modes, even though only user mode gives you full control over the display settings. Number 1. Samsung Odyssey Neo G8. The Samsung Odyssey Neo G8 S32BG85 is the first fork, 240 Hz monitor available to the consumer market. It features a 1000R curve and is released alongside the Samsung Odyssey Neo G7 S32BG75, which is a similar monitor with a 165 Hz refresh rate instead. While there are many similarities between both monitors, the G8 has a few extra advantages like a different screen coating. It comes with a bunch of gaming features like FreeSync variable refresh rate, VRR support, and HDMI 2.1 bandwidth if you want to play fork games at high frame rates from a compatible PC or gaming console. It also has mini LED backlighting that provides greater control over the local dimming zones compared to most monitors. The Samsung Odyssey Neo G8 is great for content creators. You can easily multitask thanks to the large screen, and the fork resolution delivers high pixel density for sharp text and crisp images. However, its curved screen isn't ideal if you prefer a monitor with straight lines. Still, it displays a wide range of colors and has excellent out-of-the-box accuracy if you don't want to get it calibrated. If you use it in bright rooms, it has remarkable reflection handling and high peak brightness, and for dark rooms, it displays deep blacks with minimal blooming. The Samsung Odyssey Neo G8 is a fantastic gaming monitor with a bunch of features, and the fork resolution and 240 Hz refresh rate make it future-proof once high frame rate fork games are available. It has better local dimming than most monitors, and it delivers a satisfying HDR experience. However, there are too many issues for a premium monitor. So if you're willing to sacrifice picture quality for a worry-free gaming experience, you can find a cheaper display like the Gigabyte M32U.